Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, I'm just going to be doing some more of this, like just talking content. I'm kind of trying to step away and change it up, like change up the way I was filming before on the channel, just doing more like less unpolished content. Although I'll still be doing some of that stuff, and I enjoy doing some of the more polished stuff where it's like more of like a vlog style stuff when I'm like making my music and all that. But I feel like it's also good to just get on the channel and just kind of be just talk about some things that are going on in my life right now. I want to be kind of genuine, and I feel like the unpolished stuff is more is more genuine, like and more personable. So I'm just going to be kind of, it'll be a little bit of both. But as of right now, I'm just going to start changing up some of the content on the channel. So what the title of this video today is why I'm stuck and how I'm trying to get unstuck. Yeah, and just kind of like pretty much just what's going on in my life right now as far as my current circumstances, and just kind of how lately I've been feeling like I'm stuck. So I guess we'll start with just acknowledging my current like circumstance, or just the current reality. Right now I'm living with my parents. I'm 22 years old. If you guys watched the last video, it was in the last video I was talking about how I just recently moved back in with my parents, and just how like I feel like I've been going backwards in a sense. I left this my small hometown to go to school and pursue a career in music, and just it didn't really work out as good as I thought it was going to, or the way things kind of happened and the way certain things fell into place and certain doors closed. It kind of caught me off guard, and it really wasn't what I was expecting it to be. And so since then, I've moved back from LA to my hometown, and I've just been feeling like I've been going backwards. Like I remember when I moved, when I originally moved, I was talking to my uncle about this, and he was the one who really kind of gave me the talk to kind of leave. You know what I mean? Leave the small town and really get out there and put yourself out there and kind of see what else is out there. Because when you grow up in a small town, like the small town mindset is this is all there is. And when you think about what else there could be and like what it would be like leaving, it almost gives you anxiety, because if you've never really been to a place like California much, or you've never been outside of your hometown much, like even traveling, you get acclimated to the small town mindset, and it almost puts you in a box, and it's hard to break out of that. And then when you do break out of that, it can be super overwhelming. And so I broke out of that. Then coming back here to the small town. It's like there's not really much out here, and I don't want to be stuck here. Although it's like right now it's been a nice time, because I feel like the way that it happened, how I made my way back out here, I think it's just a good time, a good reflection period. But as far as like staying here, I don't want to stay here, and so I've been just trying to break out of that. And like I'm living with my parents right now, and I just feel sometimes I feel like a burden. Like sometimes I feel like by now I should have had most of my stuff together, most of my crap together, and I should have figured out what it was I was really doing. And honestly, feels like kind of disappointing to come back home and tell them that things didn't work out. And then like also people in my life, like other family members in my life, that were really excited to see me move out to LA and do my thing. Just being able to go out there and do my thing and really pursue my career, like not a lot of people in this town do that. And so when they saw me doing that, they were excited for me and were supporting me. And then I come back here, and then I just feel kind of like a letdown. Also, just like uncertainty about my future, like just things that are going on in my life currently. I don't know where I'm going to go and what exactly I'm going to do, and just like the progress that I'm making, it just feels like it hasn't been enough. Yeah, and so that's why I made this channel, is just to really start to document my growth, and so I can look back from these periods of time, even if people don't watch it. Like I want to do it for myself, so that I can look back in time, and when I do come out of this like weird little thing that I'm in, of feeling stuck, just I can look back in fondness, I guess. Like once I break out of the mindset, I can look back in fondness and see how much I've grown, and it'll really put into perspective how much I've grown as a person. But like as of lately, I just been feeling stuck, like creatively, spiritually, just I haven't things haven't really been playing out, and I'm trying to make this YouTube thing play out, but it's just I've been just feeling kind of stuck right now. I've just been really just trying to take time to learn more about myself, and learn more about how I make music, and just the creative process. That's why I made the channel too, is just to document that. And really, I want to inspire people to share their work and share just their progress as people. You know what I mean? Like, the right now, I've just been trying to make music and just trying to get better at my art and my music. What I want for myself in the future is to be able to make a living and to be able to make a living doing what I love to do. I don't want to go back to working a shitty job. I don't want to go back to working a job that isn't fulfilling. I don't want to go back to working a job that is building up someone else's dream. I feel like 2025 is where I start to build my dream. I'm going to build my dream here in 2025. This is where it starts. I'm laying down the foundation. This is where it changes. I'm not going to be stuck here. I'm not going to let myself be stuck in this small town doing nothing. Like, I'm going to progress as an artist, I'm going to progress as a musician, and I'm going to make music and document my spiritual journey, my creative journey, just the ups and downs. I feel like the way social media has been going, social media is always such a polished highlight reel of everyone's life, and no one ever shows the real ups and downs on what goes on, just even as people, but more so, like, where I'm coming from, as an artist and as a creative person. Like, there's ups and downs. Like, most people don't ever want to document the real things that go on, but that's what I'm going to do on this channel. And so, lately, I've just been feeling frustrated. I've just been frustrated with myself when I become burnt out, because I feel like I have so much more to give, but when I'm feeling burnt out creatively, it's like I don't even want to make art. I don't even want to make music. But deep down, I know that music and art is what's going to pull me out of that. It's just a matter of just timing, I guess. There's just been like this internal battle in my mind of self-doubt and fear, doubting whether what the things that I'm doing are worth it, and if they're worth enough that other people will watch it. That's honestly, I like, the more I talk about it and the more that I think about it, it's such an unhealthy mindset, because it's like I shouldn't even be doing this for other people, but more so for myself. If other people want to follow me and to follow the journey that I'm on, and if what I'm doing can help progress other people, that's an amazing thing. And I really hope that one day it'll get my channel and the content that I make and the art that I make will get to that point. But as far as what I'm doing, I should be doing it first for God and for myself. So since I started this channel, I've been feeling a little bit of like, well, not even since I started this channel, but since I graduated college as an audio engineer. I mean, I do that because I don't feel like I'm an audio engineer, but I'm certified. I have the credentials to support that I'm an audio engineer, and I went to school for audio engineering. And even when I was in LA, I just felt like big, massive imposter syndrome. It's like, is this really who I am? And like, once I start to put that title on myself, I feel obligated to hold up to it, and that's like another thing that I've been struggling with, is like holding up to that name. Honestly though, like, I'm first a person, so like I gotta be real with myself. People go through things, and I need to give myself some grace. And so I've just been learning to do that, looking at down the road and what I want for this channel and what success as far as this channel goes, and like, for as far as my career goes. To me, success as far as this channel means just being able to support myself, being able to collaborate with other people, collaborate with brands, collaborate with other creatives and musicians and artists to make something that is bigger than myself, that is bigger than ourselves as creative people. And really just being able to collaborate and connect with other people, connecting with people who are serious and are passionate about their art. And so that's what I'm doing. Even, it doesn't even have to just be music, it could be other forms of art. But that's really what I want for this channel, and what I want for myself. I have some notes I took, just because if I don't take notes, the video is going to be too long, and I'll just be ranting the whole time. So I right here I put just self compassion, and lately I've been learning to just be kinder to myself though, and trying to not think about myself so negatively. As creative people and as artists, there's this pressure to like live up to what we think is a standard, or what we think is perfection. And I feel like the being genuine with where we're at in our creative process, and the unpolished work, is really what makes artists connect with people more. I feel like when I look back and I look at artists and other musicians that I really enjoy, I love their polished stuff, like some of their really good sounding stuff. I feel like the stuff that they post where it's like maybe like a demo or a rough version of a song or an idea for like a project before it became the project that we know by artists or by a particular artist. Those are what really inspire me the most. It is the unpolished stuff, the stuff that they were holding before they really became who they were. And so I've just been learning to be kinder to myself and really give myself grace when it comes to my art. And if I make something and it's not perfect, I should be content with that, because we're our biggest critic. We'll never be able to achieve things we're happy with if our standard is perfection, I guess. I took some notes on just even seeking inspiration, things that are inspiring me right now. Lately I've been reading the Bible and getting into the word of God, and I've just been drawing close to God, and have been letting the Bible and just certain Bible verses, like, and I'm not one to be religious or anything like that. I've never been religious, but I've really been finding peace in the Bible, and finding peace in certain Bible verses, and letting those start to inspire my creative process. That's what's been driving my creativity as of recently, and also just listening to new genres, and taking breaks to recharge, just to like really reflect and see other artists that are doing other things, and really just like learn from them as well, take inspiration from them as well. Also, steps that I'm taking to become unstuck, I guess, is really learning to get better at making my art, and really finding my personal sound. As artists, we go through certain phases where we're finding our own sound. Like as artists, like every artist has gone through particular phases in their career where they have been like learning from other artists, listening to certain artists and musicians, and have become inspired. Every artist's work in their style is made up of other artists' styles. So one thing that I've been doing as of recently to really try to get myself unstuck creatively is just to like get better at my art and to make more music. Just even if it's not good, like still making music, to just make music even if it's not good. Lately I have been just making art and making music without any expectation, not going into it with the perfectionism mindset, just going into it to just make art. And the more that I've been doing that, the more I've been kind of seeing how it is really affecting my art in a positive way. Like when you go in with low expectations, you tend to make really good things, and that's one thing that I've been learning to do to become unstuck creatively. And also, I'm trying to make it a habit to just start making content just to make content. I don't want to make polished content where it's just showing a highlighted reel of my life and my creative process. I want to be completely transparent about the things that I'm going through, because I feel like it can connect with other people. Even if it connects with one person, like it's worth making the content. I feel like as creative people, when we make our art, we always think about like the perfect time to release things, the perfect time to make things, and the perfect time to start something. And I've been finding that that's really just procrastination, and it's not good as an artist and as a person. Like as a person, if you just wait for the perfect time to do something, like to take that leap of faith to hop into a new career or a new part of your life, you're never going to find the perfect time. It's better just to rip off the band-aid and to just let your passion for art and your passion for what you're doing and for your work to drive and motivate you to just hop over that bar of fear. So that's what I've just been doing. That's what I've been doing lately, and what I'm going to try to be doing over this next like week or so is just to start making more content daily, and just to start posting it, whether it's good or not, just so like I can just start to make more content, I guess, overall. So another thing I took notes of, I guess, is just like why it's hard to even to get unstuck. So one thing that I take note of is just comfort zone. Like when we're unhappy with our situations, like for example, like my current life and living with my parents and staying in like coming back to my hometown, and coming back to a familiar routine, it makes it harder to get out of my comfort zone and to really step out in faith again, because it's like I'm coming back to the small hometown and coming back to the comfort zone, moving back into my house with my parents, my childhood home with my parents, and finding comfort there. And once I'm there, it's hard to want to leave again. So that's one reason why it's been hard to become unstuck. And also just overwhelmed by choices. At 22, it seems like there's so many different avenues, so many different career paths, so many different things I can try. it's overwhelming as a young person in 2025, when there's so many different things, so many different career paths, so many different choices you can make. And that's one thing that is been keeping me from becoming unstuck. It's just being overwhelmed by choices, and also not knowing where to start. As people, we have big dreams and things we want to do, and visions for things we want to do, but we never know where to start. And that can also be a reason why we just don't do anything. Is like, I know so many people where they always talk about all the things they want to do, all the dreams they have, all the visions they're going to do and that they want to do, but then they never do them because they don't know where to start. And so I've been finding that just starting is what means everything. You just start. That's what I've been doing with this YouTube channel. It's just starting. Like, I'm just starting my journey. Everything else is going to follow. Like, all the people who are going to watch these videos, or that are going to start to gravitate toward this content, they're going to come in time. But like, I have to start though. They won't gravitate toward my art unless I start. If you don't start, you're not going to get anywhere. But it's important that you start the process, and everything else is going to follow. So that's what I see a lot of the time, what prevents people from becoming unstuck, I guess. I just want to encourage if anybody is watching this, or any for those of you who do watch this, like, I just want to encourage you guys to just like look forward in whatever you're doing, whether it's your work, your career, your art, your music, whatever it is. Like, just keep looking forward. Everything else will come in time. I really want to find my tribe on YouTube, and I want to find my tribe with this channel, and really just collaborate with like-minded people who can help me to feel less stuck and actually progress. And as an artist, and as a collective, I want to build up a community. I want to collaborate with people, and I want to talk to people about their similar journeys. Like, if they're going through similar situations, I want to just talk to them about what they're going through too, I guess the difficulties that I'm going through right now are just opportunities to learn from my situation, into like, it's not always just going to be this hard. It's not going to be hard always like this. It's just a matter of time where things start to look up. And also, I feel like it's just a learning lesson. By making this video and by posting it on this channel, I know that in time I'm going to look when I get out of this spot that I'm in. I'm going to look back in time and see the progress that I made and the lessons that I'm going to learn. Okay, so the last thing I put was why it's okay to feel stuck. Sometimes when we feel stuck as people, it can be a sign that we're ready for something new. Before I went to school and I moved to Phoenix to pursue a career in audio engineering and music production and all that stuff, like, I remember just feeling so stuck, and just, I wanted to leave this town. Like, I was like so depressed and wasn't happy with where I was at. And I remember I was talking to my uncle about this, and he was just giving me the tough love talk, where it's like, dude, if you don't leave this town, like, you're never going to, you need to get out of this town. Like, you need to get out of the town and really find what it is that you're passionate about. And if you don't do it, a year is going to go by, or this year that you're in is going to go by, and you're going to look back, and what's going to be done? Where are you going to be? Are you going to be in the same place? And if you're unhappy with where you're at, take action to change it. Take action to change it. And so, that being stuck in that moment, when I was there, and in that moment, that was like a sign that I was ready to hop into that new season of my life, and was a signal that I was ready to hop into something new. And so, I feel like being stuck now, or when we get stuck as people, it could be a sign that we're ready for something new, and we're ready to evolve, and it could be the catalyst for a change in our lives. It's easy to get frustrated with slow progress. We can learn to be patient as people, and like, as artists. It's like, it's difficult, and it means nothing, and we don't understand it until the difficulty passes, and we we learn from it, I guess. I guess the conclusion too is just like giving myself some grace as far as what I have accomplished, and what I have done, and what I'm going to do. It gives me hope for what I'm going to do, and it gives me hope for the future and what I'm going to accomplish with this YouTube channel. I'm open to talking and collaborating with other people, learning from other people. I hope that this just is something that you guys found some value in. I'm going to try to be more consistent with making content and being more genuine and transparent with where I'm at currently as an artist and as a musician in 2025. Yeah, so I hope that resonated with you guys. Thank you guys again for taking the time to watch. Stay tuned for more content and come along with me on the journey. Thank you guys.